Welcome back to Instant Anime.
Just Add Music.
I'm Jimmy.
I'm Sarah.
Thanks for joining us. If this is your first time listening to the podcast, this is the one where Sarah and I listen to a song and then make an anime for it. So what we've done today is listen to the song Jinko Eisei by Burnout Syndromes, which was a suggestion from Major Stark.
Thank you.
Thank you. And we each took 5 minutes and wrote an idea as if the song was the theme song for an anime. So now Sarah and I both have our own 5-minute instant animes. Oh.
Ooh.
And we will share them on the show. And, I'll go blah, blah, blah. Sarah will go blah, blah, blah. And then we will combine them into a mega anime.
Where we at the same time go, blah, 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 blah. You're supposed to join in.
We just, well, that's new.
Well, fine. It's just trying something.
And if we talk over each other, it's not a very good auditory experience.
Oh.
Blah, blah, blah,
blah, blah, blah. Thank you. I just wanted it once.
Usually we do say English words. Usually. And
no promises.
That then turns into the singular idea of the episode, which also shares the title of the episode. So the anime gets a series title, and the episode gets
that title
the
too.
same title. That's pretty much it. We recommend you listen to the song Jinko Eisei by Burnout Syndromes. If you want to search it up on your favorite search engine, we suggest you do that. Otherwise, we provide it in a link in the podcast description or on a couple playlists or links if you check out our website, which we'll talk about at the end of the episode. But without further ado, I will share my idea. And again, you do not have to listen to the song. It is just what
it's where we
inspires
started,
us. So. The inspiration, the spark of inspiration comes from the song that you or Stark or anyone suggests. So.
Or us sometimes.
Or our own backlog of inspiring anime songs that we also have.
Yes, that's what we call them.
Yes.
Inspiring anime songs.
Inspiring anime songs. A secret hidden YouTube playlist. Either way, here is my idea that I had for Jinko Eisei by Burnout Syndromes. Again, thank you, Major Stark, for the suggestion. Here we go. Rocket boarding. The logical next step for extreme skateboarding. Strap a few rockets onto a board and you'll hit Mach 1 off a sick jump. So why would the government need a group of rocket boarding teens to pilot their new dangerous robotic technology? Simple. The original inventor of rocket boarding was recruited to weaponize their invention for warfare. Now, the best rocket boarders are these teams training for competitions involving speed and dangerous maneuvers. The teens are not happy about this. They grew up feeling that they loved this sport, and now they feel betrayed because all of their hours of training to be the best rocket boarding team has landed them in the pilot seat of the worst destructive force, which in the wrong hands could spell the end.
Wow.
Bum, 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 bum.
Bum, bum, bum. Wow. Okay.
And that's my idea.
It brings to mind that one movie, but that's a big spoiler, so I will say nothing else about it. It just reminded me of it a little bit.
You didn't even title it.
Well, that's because
that's
can't
the spoiler.
fully remember which title it is.
Oh, I thought you were going to say like Pacific Rim or something.
No. Definitely a mech kind of vibe, though.
That's what I was going for.
So, we got that.
It's Evangelion, but with skateboards.
Okay, so I might have just gotten caught up and missed. What are they piloting? Just a skateboard? Or is it like a massive skateboard that they like sit in?
So it's like a mech that uses the same controls of a rocket board.
It is a robot riding the rocket board?
I don't know. I didn't get that far. Okay. But I figure it's like futuristic, right? So there's rockets on the skateboard, but they also have some sort of like hand control.
Okay.
Push-pull.
VR headset
VR
sort of situation.
Pilot, suite of buttons and things available, mental link sort of thing going on.
They could be in a regular old mech.
Yes.
That just, toodles around, but it's controlled by a rocket board inside
Something
instead
like
of like a wheel.
Yeah.
Okay.
And hey, if the big robot is also riding a rocket board,
that just feels right to me.
That's not wrong.
Okay.
You've described something that also crossed my mind.
Okay.
So.
It makes it funny.
It does.
I don't know how funny you wanted it to be.
Big robot grabs its board off a sick jump.
Yeah.
And it's like 3,000 miles in the air.
Yeah.
It's pretty fun.
Watch out for the landing, am I right?
Yes.
Wow, okay. So
I know that I have it as this like government mayhem sort of situation going on, but it's like, you can have fun with it.
Yeah, I mean, you had to start somewhere.
Yeah.
With your rocket board as a child.
Yeah. It's the teens.
Do they have... What would be like the little training wheel version of it?
Of a rocket board?
Yeah, what's less than a rocket? But is that just...
like a firework?
Okay, yeah. A mild little like toot toot toot. Oh, it's electric.
Toy Story.
Yeah.
They do that in Toy Story.
Yeah. Okay.
There you go.
Cool.
Spoilers for the end.
Man, it's 2 already.
Is it a rocket? It is a rocket. It is a firework.
Mm-hmm.
Not a skateboard.
No.
Won't spoil.
No.
Won't spoil that.
No. I'm not 100% sure how to combine ours.
That's okay.
So, I have like one idea of how we could, but I'm going to share mine so that you can also help me figure this out.
Perfect. The thing with this one is the guitar specifically sounded like it belonged in some sort of Tony Hawk Pro Skater
I
game,
hear that.
Right?
I do.
It wasn't ska.
No.
Which is like half of the soundtrack of those games. But the guitar tuning, everything about the guitar was just that quintessential grungy sort of poppy punk sort of thing.
Sort of Tony Hawk.
Yeah.
All right.
Rocket well. Tony Hawk. I think he's doing fine.
Now I'm picturing ROCKIT, like rocket.
Rocket Tony.
Yeah, exactly.
Rockin' Tony's. Rocket Diner.
Okay.
And the servers come around on skateboards.
That, hopefully not rocket skateboards.
Not rocket skateboards. No.
Okay.
It'd have to be a very big diner.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I think that the ability to get to Mach 1, besides needing a helmet and a lot of protective gear,
you'd be so cold.
It's not, a skate park, a rocket board skate park is 10 football fields, right?
Yeah, it's huge.
Yeah.
Maybe it should be in the air. Anyhow.
It's a very extreme sport. I've said this. The logical step.
Before we get too much in yours.
Let's hear yours.
Unless it just needs to be its own.
No.
Because it could.
I don't think so. I think it needs something else.
Well, may I introduce to you my idea?
Horses.
Nay.
Dang it, that was my guess.
No, I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Would you like to try one more?
No,
or just
no.
Okay.
You go.
Okay, then
No, you're good.
Kind of sound like a horse. Come back. Okay. Ahem. Walk-ins welcome. Come on into the salon and take in the bunch of older hairstylists. They may not look like much, but they're wizards with a pair of scissors. After years of living on Earth, the group's memories returned to them. So they had been working in the salon, unknowing what their true lives were. I also said pair of scissors, but I wrote shears, so, whatever.
Well, their clientele are sheep.
Surprise! Their memories return to them, and they must reunite their original crew to fight their way back home and reclaim what was taken from them. So they were, banished from another realm.
That's why they're wizards.
Wink.
Actually.
The owner of the salon was the leader of the group and didn't actually lose their memory. They've had to deal with the pain of being alone the whole time.
The worst.
Also, I really should have led with this. The hairstylists were all sword experts.
Oh, they're not wizards.
No, they're not.
Well, they could be spell swords.
I don't know what that is, but sure.
They've combined magic with...
They put a rocket on it.
There's sword mastery. Exactly.
Rocket swords.
They call it magic, but really it's just fireworks.
Ta-da.
Yes. Yet you've made a very different idea. How are we going to combine rocket boarding with sword expert haircutting anime? I do like your idea quite a bit.
Thank you.
It's very fun. I feel like we.
I feel like I left a lot.
I feel like I
unsaid,
almost added a hairstylist anime to our list. Some sort of slice of life thing. Not. I don't think there was any fantasy element, but
slice of life, you say.
a cut of life.
There you go. A little sword.
Just a little off the top. That's the title.
Is that really the title?
No, I don't know.
Oh, it's brilliant. If it okay, I love it. All right, we're done. So thanks everybody.
No, we have okay. This is yes, you're correct in your fears of how do we combine rocket boarding with magical sort of stuff. But
whatever you said over there. I did have a small idea.
We both do have two groups. Like I have a group and you have a group, and they're doing something that is dangerous and semi-magical in terms of scientific magical. But
sure.
What was your initial sort of thought?
So a big kind of comeback story sort of in mine of it's these like retired swords people.
Oh, yes.
That then have to come out of retirement. And you have teens. And you know what happens when you get an older person and a teen?
They have to give their knowledge to the...
Mentorship is kind of what I was thinking. But yeah, giving their knowledge.
The correct word.
But yeah, we've got an option there.
I do like
that.
that.
I think, need to have more similar skill sets.
Rocket boarding.
And swords.
Are
different. So.
But I think there is a cool combination of sword fighting joust style.
With rockets?
With rockets.
Where are the rockets?
On the board.
Weapon or on the person?
On the board.
Okay, so they're still
They still are on a sort of rocket powered.
Okay, so we're just going like straight up like polo, but with swords.
Yes.
And boards instead of
possibly
golf
for
clubs?
battle.
Do they have golf clubs in polo? They totally do, or is it like a mallet?
It's some sort of long.
The horse is now a rocket board.
Yes. And
rather than hit a ball, they're hitting each other. Oh, they are jousting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that fun?
Is that weird?
So
they still have mechs that are doing this?
It could be mechs though. It could be mech horses. I was right the whole time.
Okay. Wow, really bringing it back to that. This is getting oddly like medieval steampunk.
It could be cool though. Yeah.
Okay.
It's
convince me because I'm.
It's not what either of us were.
Because I had another like second idea.
Initially envisioning. Well, to go off that, you have the older losing their memory, getting it back, and then.
That part's magic, by the way. It's not just like old age.
No. They
just being really clear.
They were transported, and at the time of transportation,
their
lost
minds
their
were
memory.
wiped.
Yes,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
I wasn't like
they're old and they don't know anymore.
And they don't know.
Yeah, sorry.
No.
Just clarifying.
You also doubly clarified that with the oldest or most tenured owning it and not having lost their memory. That's a sort of magical sort of thing.
Before you get too deep into this,
yes,
though, we also could tweak it and have it be that they're not hairstylists. There's something that has to do with rocket boards. They used to be
rocket boarders.
They're the original rocket boarders. You mentioned the person that like started it.
Yes.
Ta-da.
Could be
government. Sure, government's wiping memories.
Group of Men in Black style.
Why not?
Memory flashers.
I don't know if we've got multiple like realms, planets, that kind of a thing going on.
True.
If this
could be alien technology.
That's what I was thinking.
Versus fantasy technology.
So maybe they stole it from this alien rocket boarder that just like oh god, I love this idea. So it's very common rocket boarding amongst the teens of the galaxy.
Of course.
And one just like decides to hang out on Earth for a minute and gets caught up in all of it, and maybe someone like sees them,
kidnaps them,
could be
abducts them.
Could be that they decide to be the next Tony Hawk.
Although there is a good trope of an alien being abducted on Earth.
Okay.
It's kind of funny.
Yeah. Okay.
The little switcheroo.
Yeah, I get you. Shifting gears, or they just are like
they're just cool with it.
They either
which is fine.
Get mistakenly seen, like they weren't supposed to be seen, and someone did, and it's like, hey, and either that person's like,
oh, they had a
tell me
cool hat
more.
on, and then they accidentally took it off, and their alien antenna.
Oh, I meant just the rocket board. Like they go to a regular skate park.
I see.
And they use technology that isn't supposed to be there. And either there's like a government, like, I want that. Or there's a kid that's just like, that's freaking cool.
I like the kid version.
And then it becomes popular.
Yeah.
And then the person's like, I'll just be the next Tony Hawk. Bring it back to that.
Yeah.
And then they get their
Rocket
stuff.
Hawk.
You know, maybe that's when the government says, hey, we need that for fighting XYZ.
Yeah.
So wipe your memory. But they now had a whole crew with them that did all of this skateboarding. Also, memories all wiped.
Yes.
So instead of a hair salon, maybe it's like a skate shop or some sort of like
related,
I like that. A mechanic thing.
Skate shop.
Something that's...
I feel like we've driven the mechanic shop into the ground.
Okay. So...
But it can be like the mechanic of the skate shop sort of
that
situation.
Was the other option I wanted
Board
to pitch you.
Shop.
Before we went steampunk medieval horse jousting
yes.
next.
I think there is an idea over in that corner.
Do you want to explore it more? Because I don't want to cut you off.
I think your idea of it being this alien being, you know, with a crew on Earth makes more sense and is more true to your idea. And if they're on rocket boards, then I'm on board.
I mean, I think that's the missing piece of why they would need their memories wiped, like in mine.
So in yours, does the leader still have their memories, though?
What did you say about the original creator in yours? Because that's what I was comparing them to.
They were recruited to weaponize their invention. It's not something they wanted to do, but, you know, they got money, they got...
So it could be that they were recruited, got all that they needed from them, and then their memory was wiped.
Oh, that could be it.
Whereas all their friends' memories were wiped, like, immediately. So there is still a time span of, like, I know what happened.
Oh, that's good, yeah. I think that works for me, because then there is a sort of... Yes, their memory was wiped, but there was an involvement that they are aware of that everybody else then can feel betrayed about later.
Mm-hmm.
Which is another good trope.
Yep. Mine was just rooted in sadness, but betrayal's fun too.
Yeah, because if they helped build this technology up and then, you know, passed it off to somebody and then left their memory, or I guess their memory would have been wiped and then they helped. Maybe, I don't know, something like that.
Oh, I was picturing the opposite.
The opposite?
So
they help?
They realize that it's like actually a big weapon, and they get upset, and then they're like, well, we don't need you anymore. Wipe your memory, stick you out in the lawn.
Okay, so everybody's memory is wiped.
Yes.
The whole thing with the memory wipe is that you can't remember anything.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of them...
Oh, wait,
they just like leave something.
I have an idea.
Okay.
I've got this idea.
My idea was they leave something, like a journal.
Okay.
That's like, I helped with this. Here's the plans. If you see this rocket board.
To jog the memory.
Yeah.
Okay. That's cool. I was thinking, I had another thought, but to jog the memory, I was thinking it would be like the teens just being like.
Doing a cool fist bump.
Help. Or something. You know, we're doing rocket boards.
Yeah.
But the whole crew is in on getting the information, and then leader realizes, oh my gosh, they're going to use this as a weapon.
Yes.
And so they try and go to their friends, but all the friends' memories have been wiped. And they're like, we don't know what you're talking about. And then they get the leader. So they have that like, I can't do. And then it's like in a corner and little shoop. I am totally thinking Men in Black at this point.
I'm sorry, I said it.
Shoop.
It's the most effective memory wiping thing ever.
That's our understanding.
Boot.
Boot.
Boot. Zoop.
There you go. And done. But do you like that idea?
Yes.
Okay.
That's good.
Just wanted to
because then
that in.
That's a very emotionally intense scene.
Why
which is
not
good.
the teens find the journal? Combine those two. Mega mini idea.
Oh yeah. And it has...
The journal's been written, it's been hidden. A teen finds it.
Ancient alien symbols
rocket
and
board.
rocket board
Yes. Yeah.
blueprints or whatever.
Mm-hmm. we could have a lot of fun with it. Hey, on this journal, there's a symbol that's like tattooed on your arm. What is that?
There you go.
I mean, we have a lot of options.
Very, very many options there. I like it. I like all of the options.
Tony Hawk in it somehow.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, I don't know how much acting Tony would like to do.
He voices himself in the games.
Right, but does he want to be the leader in this?
Oh, no.
I feel like that's...
He'd be Tony Hawk.
I see.
The rocket boarder.
Okay.
He'd be like, hello, fellow rocket boarders. It's me, Tony Hawk.
Okay, well...
And that would happen in the anime, and people would be like, no way they actually got Tony Hawk in here. And then credits roll.
Oh my God.
Starring.
Leave the door open for him.
Guest star.
Much as he wants. He can be a recurring guest star.
Yeah, any...
Series regular,
any prominent skateboarding person that wants to be in the show.
I just only know Tony Hawk. And that's just all I got.
That's... I played the games too, but not a lot. Not a whole lot. So that's about all I got.
So, are we happy with what we have so far?
Yes, definitely.
Cool.
You asked that as if I would say no.
Well, I'm just making sure that it's one of those days where I'm not sure I've said everything that I need to say, and some of it's just in my brain and hasn't made it out.
Could be.
So I'm just making sure, like...
Running through the list, we have...
Yeah, let's do a short recap.
We have alien teen rocket boarders coming to Earth, then being recruited and thanklessly helping the government create a weapon. Unknowingly. They've provided all of this alien technology, which is high-powered rockets.
Yeah. Some sort of fuel that we
like a refined fuel, very dangerous technology in the hands of a 20th century human, but... You know, it's used for sport among the galaxy because the galaxy's peaceful and Earth's the one that's always trying to fuck it up.
Yeah.
So the aliens the aliens give this technology willingly,
unknowingly,
willingly and unknowingly.
Yeah.
Where the government is making a weapon of some kind.
And that's when they say, "Hey, I don't want to. Friend, help!" And friend's like, "Haha, I don't know what's going on."
The friends were already taken to a ice cream social and
mind
wiped there. And the leader had some different paperwork to fill out or something.
They wanted to torture the leader a little bit of like, you're the only one. No one's going to believe you.
It could be that. Very messed up. I love it.
Depends on how deep we want to go. How dark.
And then the leader goes to their friends, and their friends are just like, we're normal teens. Sup. We're normal rocket boarding teens.
You look sus.
And then rocket boarding sweeps the nation as a very safe sport, but all the while it's being this training program for this weaponized sort of technology that they created.
Now that it's being...
Or not created, but they gave unknowingly.
And so now it's like 15 years later.
They're older.
And the teens that have been now recruited, they thought it was like some, what's it called? The X Games.
Just like a fun sport.
Thought that they were like the elite X Games.
But the X in X Games stands for...
Exploitation. I'm really proud of myself. I thought that
You got it so fast.
But those young teens now find out what the national team is actually the national
exploitation games with an X, not an E.
Of course,
exploitation. Yeah.
What else would it be?
They say the quiet part out loud.
Yeah. But
so now those young teens who are just human, maybe aliens.
I think it's like an Olympic team situation. They're the best of the best. They think they're going to compete with other countries.
They've been training their whole life, their young life for this.
Exactly. Turns out, militarized.
Yes.
Do not want. Go to the founder, and that goes from there. Find a journal, jog a memory.
Yeah, I think that would make sense. They'd wipe their memory, but it's like you can only wipe so much. It's like you know a lot about rocket technology.
How much of it's like muscle memory too?
Totally,
just like the thing's in front of you and you just do it.
Well, that's the thing. I think the main thing they wiped is just that the government has the technology and is going to use it for weapons.
Yeah.
The only thing that everything that wasn't wiped was.
Do they
besides
remove
their
the
involvement.
fact that they're aliens? Do they think they're just humans?
That's
now?
Probably something that happens.
I think that should be part of it.
Yeah. So then they just think they're people.
And so then they see the journal and it looks like Egyptian hieroglyphics kind of a thing. And they're like, oh, it's just do-do-do-do-do. You can read that?
You can read alien language?
I guess I can. One of those.
And then they take Like they put water on their face and it's blue underneath. No. They're an avatar.
The
No,
whole time.
just kidding. That's not
We're not
true.
doing that. Not canon.
No, instead, yes, that's the thing. Their involvement with the government and their knowledge of being aliens is wiped.
Yes.
So they think they're humans, and they didn't know that they gave the government rocket technology that...
They just think, cool, rocket boards.
Yeah.
I own a rocket board shop.
They own a rocket board shop. They become very wealthy because they're subsidized by the government for their entire life. Which they're like, that's weird, but I guess rockets are dangerous.
Okay.
Some loophole to not
when
worry
you
about
mind
that.
wipe, you can put in whatever you want instead.
Yeah.
You won the lottery.
You fill in the whatever was
Blanks.
wiped away. You wipe something in.
Inception.
But yeah, so then we have the young teens, and they are like, oh no, we have to
We don't want to do this.
kill aliens.
We're peaceful.
Yeah.
We're peaceful teens.
We have to kill aliens, and then they're like, but we're aliens.
Dun, dun, dun.
You can't kill. That's my
That's my dad.
that's my dad.
You can't. That's my dad.
Exactly.
Cool. So then they band together and use possibly mechs. Because that could
Possibly
still be
mechs riding even bigger
totally possible.
skateboards,
To-
rocket boards, rather.
Stop it rather than go with the mission.
Yeah.
Cool.
There you go. All right. Do you want to think of title words?
I think we might be there.
Okay. Title words. Rocket
Oh, okay.
board.
Done and done.
Just kidding. A little off the top.
Ooh, so good. Yeah, I feel like we could do like sport, skateboard kind of word,
Yeah.
like you
A
said.
boarding word.
And we could do like
and
a space rocket.
space word.
Alien. Alien. We do space a lot.
We do a space.
Alien rocket. And board? Is that?
Alien word, which
Okay.
is a space word.
Yeah. Rebranded.
Sports word, alien word.
Okay.
All right, you want to do a sports word first or an alien word first?
I could start with sports.
Oh, I'll do an alien word. 3, 2, 1. Extraterrestrial.
Team.
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 Switcheroo. 3, 2, 1. Extreme.
Extra. As in extraterrestrial.
And
But
I almost just wrote extra. I crossed it out.
I left off the E. X-T-R-A.
Extra.
Extra.
We could do, without the E, extraterrestrials.
Wow, that's so bad. It could be it though. I also thought of keeping with the like.
Extreme-Terrestrials.
That's. I was gonna say. I came up. I'm now showing you in
With
my
just
book.
an X.
Extreme space. But
Extreme-Terrestrials?
yeah, I think that's much better.
I think that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Yes.
Nice.
Hell
Good
yeah.
job. Little tiny high five.
Good job, us.
Woo!
Wow, you almost got it. Extreme speed.
We got it together.
I was thinking like a speed thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
An extreme one.
extreme with the
X.
X being exploitation.
Not in our version. It's not.
No, but maybe quiet part out loud. Who do you want to be in Xtreme-Terrestrials? Also, there's a dash. Extreme dash.
I'm cool with that.
Terrestrials.
Yeah.
I think just
word
one
look
would
weird.
be like.
It'd be a long. It'd be a long
A
one.
lot of T's, a lot of E's and R's. Too much.
Too much. Let's have a dash. Love
Dash
it.
in there.
Oh, we
Underscore.
Could do a slash. Ooh.
Underscore is only computer.
Yeah.
Only computer.
I'm not as fond of that.
Whereas rocketry is, you can code things to do
Yeah, I don't think we were leaning into that part.
No.
though.
This is all
So-
manual
Yeah.
stuff.
That's why they have to ride the boards inside the mechs.
Yes.
Cool.
It's all like levers and steam shoveling.
And we're back to the horse mechs.
Oh no!
Too far. Who do you want to be?
Oh no! Who do you want to be
But who?
in Xtreme-Terrestrials?
I guess just like an admirer.
Yeah, a fan
Or
at an extreme.
either that
event.
or I'm at the shop when like the teens come in and I'm just like,
Oh.
hey, thanks for the recommendation. Bye.
And see, I think I would be. Yes, that's good. We're wanting to get into rocket boarding,
yeah.
but we don't know anything.
So we've gone
So we're
for help.
helped. Yes.
And then I figured, is there like we hold the door open for the teens to come in. It's kind of a
And
thing.
then we leave. Have a good day.
Yeah, thanks. That's it.
That's a good cameo.
It's perfect. And then you see us just like bite the dust outside. Immediately fall.
We both there's like a sequence where the scene's happening inside, but there's a window, and you see us like put on all of our protective gear.
Immediately.
No,
just
it's
fall.
an up. And then later,
and then a down?
Yes, a further. You see a little speck.
Even worse.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
well, that's us.
That's us in Xtreme-Terrestrials. Tony Hawk, you're welcome
Wherever.
to voice whoever you want to be.
Yep.
You can show up to the shop. You can
You can be yourself.
be on TV.
Yeah.
You're actually a celebrity. I don't know.
Yeah. It's up to you.
He does seem like a chill guy for being a celebrity.
Yes.
Okay, so we're in it.
Mm-hmm.
Tony Hawk's in it.
Whatever he would like to do.
Whatever he wants to do.
Absolutely.
And that's the show.
Yeah.
Instant Anime.
Just have music.
I'm Jimmy.
I'm Sarah.
Thank you for listening.
And thank you for the suggestion.
Major Stark.
Did you just salute?
Major is it?
No one can see that.
Rank. An audible salute. Attention. Hut.
All right, moving on.
43. Blue 43. Wait.
That's just Battleship?
That's just football. Thank you so much for listening. If you want to follow us on Twitter, it's the one thing we have so far. At Instant Anime Pod is where we post GIFs teasing upcoming episodes, and the suggestion form that you can use to suggest songs is our pinned tweet and will forever be. So you can hit us up on Twitter for those song suggestions using the Google form, or you can head over to our website.
You can, and you can find it at instantannie.me. And it has the suggestion form. It has all of our episodes because it's where we host. So it has those clickable links in the description if you want to find the song for that episode. It also has a list of podcatchers and a playlist or two of our Spotify songs, all of the songs that are available on Spotify that we've used for episodes, as well as one that has the song and then the corresponding episode.
2 different playlists.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty special.
Pretty neat.
But yeah, that's going to do it for this episode. If you have the time to leave a review wherever you're listening, there's usually a star option or a written review option. And that just sort of helps us get on those, findability, searchability things on wherever website our feed
However that goes.
ends up.
All those underscores.
Yeah. Website.website.com/instant anime and then like usually a number string. It's never like a clean URL.
No.
Except our own URL, which can't go wrong with that. That's gonna do it for this episode. Thank you so much. We'll see you again next time for the next anime. Bye.